How's it going, everybody? Point Pleasant here. I'm back with another review, and it's fixed blade time. I know I've been gone for a while. I've had some family stuff going on, my wife's birthday, but today we're going to be talking about the River Gunny, and this is a user's review. I have used these knives, both myself and my wife. We've used these knives quite a bit. Let's get them out and take a look. We have the green canvas micarta, and we have the purple maple burl with gold flecks. If you line these knives up on the board here, you can see it's about 8¼ inches, both of them. 8¼ inches with right at about 3¾ inch cutting edge. So that's what you're looking at for the River Gunny. It is right at your hand size. And these are some of my favorite fixed blade knives, even though there are some inconsistencies with them. Just like with all Rivers, you'll see some grinding inconsistencies. Luckily, the two examples that I have here are fairly well made. There are some things that are more noticeable than others. I mean, they're not perfect, which is kind of what you've come to expect with River. Their quality control is less than perfect, but I will say that these are both quality knives, and I've been very happy to own them. My wife's is a full flat ground gunny with no ramp, and you can see on the spine it just tapers all the way to the point, and then there is a full flat grind on that, whereas this is more of a traditional bushcraft grind, and you have this section back here that grinds to the edge. So when you look at the spine here, is much thicker. I actually do use this knife to baton a little bit, and it works really well, and you can see some of the chips in the edge there where I've used it to scrape fire steel over the years. It works very well at that. I have very little complaint about this knife, honestly. For the size of it and for the use case of it, I've had a lot of good use out of this knife. The only things that I will point out, I mean, you look at the ramp back here, those are crooked. Not a big deal, but they come in at an angle. I don't know if that's intentional. The top one back here is quite sharp. That top, these have all been ground down. You can see they've been kind of smoothed out, but this top one up here, it straight up will stab you. I've been thinking about getting this this ramp removed, but you know, it's another thing you got to send a knife back to River for. But I'm not sure. Both of these knives are in CPM 3V. They're tough as nails. Even though this one is full flat ground, I would feel comfortable doing some light batoning with it. All but the tip, I don't think would even matter. This is plenty of steel right here, especially in 3V, to be able to do some kindling work or whatever. And the handles on both of these are really nice. They did a really good job putting the handles together. Obviously, you got this standard right-handed River Gunny sheath. I've treated mine. Hers is untreated, or at least not treated with the same stuff. But yeah, I don't use this sheath much because I'm not right-handed, so I treated it just to keep it safe in the safe. But more or less, that's how it goes, man. That's what we're looking at. We got the green with silver pins and the purple with silver pins. And like I said, we've used both of these knives a lot. I've had no trouble with them. In fact, they're one of the most comfortable knives that I have. At Coke bottle handle design, and they did a really good job on both of these examples. Particularly my wife's is just smooth, very nice to hold, and pretty much any grip. Whenever I'm using it in the woods, I don't use hers as much, but whenever I have used it, it's very comfortable, especially without that ramp. With mine, the ramp does get in the way a little bit, and that's why I'm having considerations on getting it removed. But, you know, it's a very comfortable knife. I put my thumb on the opposite side of the ramp most of the time, and I've carved with this knife. I've started fires with this knife. I've processed wood. I have processed food. And I gotta say, just about everything that I've done with it, I have really enjoyed using it. So, of all of the River designs that we own or that we've purchased over the years, I think that this one has been a long-standing favorite. when we go camping. When we go camping, this is very often a knife that is in consideration on what we're going to take, or it is the one we go to. So if Bark River Gunny is something that you're interested in, this is basically the baby Bravo. It's a Bravo that's a size down. So if it's something that you're interested in, I gotta say, of all the Bark River designs out there, this is one that I would recommend the most. You're gonna get a good life out of this knife. You're gonna get good work. If you get a good quality one, good quality steel, you're gonna get, you know, a knife that's gonna last you a good time, a good long time. It's gonna do a lot of good bushcraft work for you. Anyway, if y'all have any questions about this knife, please let me know down in the comments. And if you like this video, please like it. I appreciate all your support. The channel has been doing so well, and I can't thank y'all enough for watching, commenting, subscribing, everything. It's been amazing. Thank you so much. Have a good one.